We didn't even have to go to tab now. But I am gonna start getting on there. I gotta get me this pole. I'm gonna buy me another one of these because this pole will hold like 3 devices, but it's normally only sideways. So I gotta figure this out. Hey y'all, we bet they be playing. They be playing. And is they be playing. Folks be mad. That be people, y'all. We back on regular TikTok too. Listen, y'all, that be people that be offended by the things that I say. Do y'all understand that? And I'm serious. There are people because they pastors are not putting these pieces together. I feel look, I don't hear my body standing up. They be mad because they don't feel like because I don't have a collar on and I ain't up here hollering and screaming that I should know this. Y'all run into this all the time. Thank you. I run miserable Lucy's and is I did already. Ramona, it's in our class from earlier if you want to see it. We always record our classes for this reason. So we got 769 videos on there now. So if you want to watch and figure that out from when I explained it, all you gotta do is go back and it's gonna be in the beginning of the class. Yeah, shameless Betty's. People, can I be honest, y'all? And this is not about me being prideful or nothing. I am telling y'all, my friends are pastors. So when people, yes, and we over 1,000. So if you new here, please go follow our other page. Tat Not Place is TATNAI. And I never, I do not like asking people to follow me. I feel like that's begging for attention. That's just me. I ain't talking about nobody else. That's just me. But when things like that happen, we have YouTube. You can go directly over to YouTube, which is CERCA TROVA 22. We have IG, which is Trova Circa 22. You might want to follow that because sometimes we'll go over there and go live. We can actually go live on our website too. I just never do. We actually have 5 facets where we could go. We got YouTube, 2 TikToks, our Instagram, and we can go live on our website. But I'm not an audio visual person. And then there's be so many things that I have to remember that I don't remember all the codes and stuff. But I'm gonna get this together so that way we can start going live on our website. I still haven't figured out how to see y'all comments on there yet. That's the only thing. Or else we'll be going live over there because they can't kick that live. You know what I'm saying? They can't kick the live on our website, and we can go live on our website. I just haven't figured out how to see y'all comments. I can only see what I'm saying, and I want to be able to, communicate with you guys. Oh yes, Miss Lisa, that kind of stuff happens all the time. Because can I be honest with y'all? Y'all, we busting down the myths, and I'm showing y'all that the myths are really the truth, and we connecting the dots and all of those different things, and they don't like that. The powers that be, and then it's some. I'm gonna be honest. Most of my opposition comes from religious people. Most of my opposition comes from sanctified religious folks because they don't even believe the Bible they read, y'all. They think that I came up with this stuff off the top of my head, and they don't even realize that the only reason I found it is because I was reading the Bible. I did not get to this stuff from just off going through mythology. I started looking up the names, and I'm like, wait a minute. This is how I found this stuff reading the Bible, the King James Version. I'm a Pisces. So, back to what I was saying. Now that you know that all of your genetic disorders and things, it seems like we say this every day. I say this every day. I know for a fact I've said this every day for over 365 days. I don't like repeating myself, but I actually do it every day, several times a day. And I don't like it. No Book of Enoch? What do you mean? What do you mean, no book of Enoch? What does that mean? Are you asking me, do I have the book of Enoch? Of course, I have it in several places, in more than one book. Okay. I got a lot of books most people don't even know about. That's why they be mad at me. Listen to me. I am a woman. I am a black woman. I got 4 baby daddies, dropped out of school technically in the 7th grade, but God allowed me to, play around. People be upset. They be upset. And for no reason, because I'm not gatekeeping. I'm sharing every single thing that God has shared with me so that people's eyes can be open. That's why I don't understand why people come in here tripping. I'm not trying to be better than nobody. I'm not in competition with nobody. Because if I wanted a church, I could have had one a long time ago. I came down here to be an assistant pastor or a co-pastor with my friend. That's why I moved here. But I told God, I don't want to teach in the church because they're going to try to restrict what I say. And I've been saying that for years. And then I just found out this year that pastors can only, if they get money from these certain banks, they can only teach what they tell them. And so I was not wrong. Because I wouldn't have been able to teach y'all the stuff that God has taught me if I would have had a church. I'm happy I don't, because I can say whatever I want over here. I can teach y'all whatever God tells me, whatever he shows me. It's not confined, it's not bound, it's not regulated. So God can show us how big he is and what things are real. I have a 501c, but it's all in how you structure it, and I don't get no government funding. I'm a 501. We are tighten our places. We just had to file our year end. Took me 3 days. I ain't never filed no nonprofit taxes. Jesus. But our money is crowdfunded. Our money comes from the people in our community that want to help the brothers and sisters in there. We do what the church is supposed to do with the money. And we don't even get no government funding. But I guarantee you this. We bought enough books for people last year, these 2 books, to buy a small house. We sent out enough of these books around the world last year to buy a small house. God blessed us to send out enough help to buy a house. That's how much money our community sent out last year, and we ain't rich. This is $1 together. People sending in $1, $2. They tithe, trying to help other people get stuff. Listen, we buy books for people that can't buy Casamigos and don't eat out at we ain't just sending out free books now. Then hold on. Now let me tell you, Auntie. Let Auntie tell you now. No, we buy books for people that can't afford them. Because people will turn up and get their nails and hair done and go get bundles and go get blacked out for $70, but want us to buy their books. Absolutely not. This is for people that's on fixed incomes, or you just struggling, and $54 is going to put you out for like a month. You ain't going to have gas. That's what we buy books for. But if you can kick it and go shopping and buy nails and eat crab legs online, you can buy your own damn books. And I'm real with that. Because this ain't free books. This is for people that can't afford, but they want to study alone. That's what we do. And I promise you, if you try to hustle me, your payment won't even go through. God do it all the time. God do it all the time. So if you lying about it, it won't get delivered. And I know. That's how I know that you wasn't telling the truth. So many times I be hitting sin, pay, and it'll just blank out. Screen. I say, okay. And at first I used to get frustrated, but I realized that was him telling me, no, they lying. They can buy it. So I don't fight that. If it don't go through the first time, I don't try it again. I know what he said. I've learned now. You hustling. I don't even trip. And it's that 20 times they didn't call me trying to deliver that book because you could buy it yourself. You can't lie to God. And if I pray and say, God, and I'm trying to do the right thing, and I know it's people that don't even really have it like that, and they send in their money to help, and you lying trying to get your bills paid, and we don't pay all your bills. And it only goes on what donations we have. So we might only have $100 to give you on your rent because we got 5 other people that need $100. You see what I'm saying? But people be trying to hustle, and God won't even let it work. I'm telling y'all, that's why I don't be worried about it. And I'm going to tell you this. If you've never read the story of Ananias and Sapphira, before you come over here asking for anything, you might want to read it. And I ain't trying to scare you or nothing, but there have been people that tried to hustle me, and they lost way, way more because whether you believe it or not, and whether I look like a holy person or whatever to you or not, God called me to be a prophet. I'm telling you. So this is just a warning. Be careful. It don't matter what I look like to you. It matters with who I am in God. Period. I'm trying to tell you. My mama, I'm her daughter. And I didn't realize that every time my mom would do something to me, she got deathly ill. And I didn't realize it until someone else pointed it out to me. They said, you don't see your mama be on her deathbed every time she do something crazy to you? I said, dang, I don't even pay attention. My mama telling you. So I don't go messing with people. I don't try to, because to much whom is given, much is required. This is why I don't really be with people because I understand you can see me as a way. And it was my godmother that's explained, because I didn't understand why bad stuff used to happen to people. I used to be like, oh my God. And so then people started calling me a jinx. Very young. People started calling, you jinx me, you jinx me, you jinx me, you jinx me. I didn't know my calling. And then as I started to study the prophets, I realized what happened. And I was like, oh. Then my godmother, she said, baby, she was going into tongues one day. She was praying for me. And God literally spoke through her and said, "You the apple. I view you as the apple of my eye." And I didn't understand. The apple of your eye is that black part, your retina. Who you about to let get close to your retina without fighting for your life? Nobody. You're not about to let nobody be coming with no thorn or no needle straight to your eye unless it's a doctor. You're going to fight with your life. They're trying to poke your eyes out. So when she explained that to me, that when they say touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm, when I first started this, it was, I don't know who it was. It was a young, and I used this. It was a young lady that came on here. She said, my sister said you cursed her. Oh, baby, I don't curse nobody. I don't do divination. I said, what was she talking about me? She said, yep. I said, she did that to herself. I've never met y'all. I don't know y'all. So how can I curse somebody? I don't know your name. But God heard your conversations. And these things happen to me. This is why I don't do crowds of people. This is why I don't go, because I don't want nobody to be hurt. I don't want nothing to happen to nobody. And I know that when people offend me greatly, things happen even if I never say anything to them. I'm telling y'all. They be in crazy car accidents. Houses be catching on fire. Some people have lost their children, their parents. Like, it be spooky. So I don't go around people because I don't want nobody to be hurt. I don't want nothing to happen to nobody because they did something and they don't even understand. So this is why I be like, please leave me alone. You shouldn't say that. Be careful what you say. Hey, everybody ain't the same. Oh God, y'all, Google's word of today is a earn. What was we talking about yesterday? What was we talking about last night? Right before we got off of here, what was we talking about? Who was here for last night's class? That's crazy. Water cremation and urns and ashes. And today, Google's word of the day is earn. Now that's weird. The last thing I was talking about when we got on here was water cremation. And I'm telling you about my dad, and they was giving me his ashes, and I was like, I don't want them. Y'all can do what y'all want to do with them. And today, because I get word of the day on Google, today's word of the day is earned. That's the last thing we talked about if you go watch my class from last night. Jeez. And y'all wonder why. And it came up at the time when I was talking about people that lost it. Listen. This is why I don't care if nobody think God is real or not. He's realer than anything in my life. I don't play about that. I don't care if nobody believes. He's all I've had since I was 11 years old. When my mama put me out at 11, he was all I had to. I couldn't work. I didn't have no phone back 1991. You was still using pay phones and barely had pagers. You had to knock on somebody's door if you didn't have a dime or a quarter or whatever it was to use the payphone or call collect. And wasn't nobody accepting no collect calls. So in the middle of the night, when I would be walking, because I didn't have nowhere to lay my head, and I would walk till the sun came up when I could knock on one of my auntie or grandma's doors, I would pray because it would be cars circling me, and I was only probably 100 pounds, probably 101. 12 years old, 11 years old, and you out at 11, 12, 2 o'clock in the morning walking because you ain't got nowhere to lay down. Oh, she was a religious person. She was religious. And the people that told her to put me out, they didn't know their kids was, I wasn't even doing nothing. I got put out because I told my brother she was going to put them out, and she put me out. But then, after she put me out, I went live with she listened to the lies that they told, and then they was like, well, she rebellious, you need to put her out. Okay, well, y'all don't even know y'all kids is turning up in the church. They getting buck wild and getting their cake smashed in the church. Okay, they kissing and getting it in the basement, boo. I ain't disrespecting God's house like that. But I'm grateful that I got put out because I would never know God the way that I do, and I would be indoctrinated like all the rest of my family. Because I found God in church, but that ain't where I learned him at. I learned him when I was sitting in the trap house hustling, and God told me get up and move because they about to blow this dough down. The folks, they coming. And I'd say, hey, y'all need to clean up because it's about to go down, man. You tripping. There you go. Because I be, hey, y'all, we got to go. And they'll be like, nah, man, that's why we don't smoke with you. Because you get to tripping. And guess what? I get up, get my little bag. Okay. And guess what? Go around the corner somewhere else, come back. Everybody on the corner, even the dude in the wheelchair. They done took him out the wheelchair, put him on the ground, baby, and I walked by like this. Happened when I worked in the strip club too. God will tell me, go downstairs, get your stuff, and leave. Go downstairs, get your stuff, and leave. He said, I'll be with you in the darkest of places. So I get up from whatever I'm doing, finish my dance, whatever. Tell the dude, hey, I'm clocking out. Go downstairs, cash my money in, pay everybody, and I'm out. Here go my homegirl. I done got home, took my shower, got to bed with my kids. Girl, why about 10 minutes after you left, some niggas done ran in a door shooting? I told y'all to leave. All right, girl. Anybody got hurt? 2 niggas got shot. Damn. All right, I'm about to go to sleep. It happened more than one. My homegirl, I kept telling her, you need to put your money up. You need to put your money up. You need to put your money up. Quit walking around with that big old bag of ones. Some niggas was watching her the whole night. She had just moved in her place. I think she took a cab home. They followed her cab home, waited till her lights went out, and kicked her door in. She had to jump off the second-story balcony naked and run to a place and call me for me to come pick her up. 2005. Another one of my friends was a rapper. She got invited out to Hollywood, and I kept telling her, they want your soul. You're going to have to sign a contract, this, that, and the other. She got out there, went to a BET Awards, all of that, was in the car with two famous people. I would not say their name. Then they turned around and told her, is you ready for everything that come along with this? Everything. You ready to go to the next level? And she thought about everything I had been telling her for 2 years, that she called me crazy. And then it happened to her in real life. In real life. 2010, 2011, 2012. Well, no. It was 13, 14. It was 13, 14. It was 13, 14. I said, but when I was telling you that in 2005, you kept calling me crazy. When I was telling you that in 2006, 2007, 2008, you called me crazy. And now, you sitting in the car riding through the Hollywood Hills, and what they say. Yes, she came home. She didn't take the deal because she had been told for 7 years, they the devil. And when you going to get what you want, but you going to lose your soul. I used to bust it down to her. I called her my little sister. That's why I tell y'all, CERCA has seen a lot of stuff. And just because I don't run my mouth and drop names and all of that kind of stuff like that, it don't mean I ain't seen it. It don't mean I ain't experienced. It don't mean I ain't been around it. That's why I go so hard trying to tell people this is real. Everything that they told you, magic was just make believe. No, the hell it ain't. It's real. And I've lost good friends. I've had people I've had to fight. But that don't mean the things that I told them didn't come true. And then I just don't talk to you no more. Because how could you try to hurt a person that was trying to tell you what was up? You tried to defame my name. I done been through all kind of stuff, but exactly what I told them happened. This is why I mainly be by myself, because people don't want to know that you know their business before 2 years before it happened. They don't want to know that you can see them in their bedroom and the stuff that they do while they lying to you. God done already showed you a vision of everything you did. If you don't read the Bible, you should. Because God would show the prophet in detail what was getting ready to happen or what was going on, and they was 200 miles away. I've been able to call people and tell them, you better quit cheating on your wife. And I ain't seen them in 10 years, but I had a dream. And they'll quit talking to me and then come back and be like, damn, I don't know how you knew. I've heard people's conversations about me. And then they'll call me and say 3 key words. And my eyes, thank God, sometimes they can't see my eyes. Because God being just told me, I being wrote it down in my journal. I don't know why I'm thinking about this. And then boom, they call me, oh, so you the rat. You the rat. And you about to stab me in my back. And she might be in here, but I'm going to tell the story. One of my buddies, I kept asking her, are you going to use this for financial gain? Are you looking for funding for my business? No, 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 no. God had already told me, and I wrote it like 3 times. I love you if you in here watching, but it's the truth. This is why we're not talking right now. And then I found out that she was looking for funding for the very company that I was doing, and it hurt my heart because she had already known that people have been doing that to me for years. And it hurts my heart because she was my best friend for 10 years, and we're not talking right now. I haven't talked to her in, I think, like 5 or 6 months. And I know she be in here. Hello, if you here. I still love you, but that hurt my heart. Because you didn't heard me cry about that several times, and you did it anyway. But God told me, and you kept telling me no, and then you said it out your mouth. I still love you, but my heart is still hurt about that. Thank you. And I got family members did the same. Man, listen, y'all would not believe. That's why I just don't deal with people because I be like, people are not genuine. And when you a genuine person, you get hurt a lot. When you are not a selfish person and you really do, because you got to think about it, y'all. Listen to this. You only know loyalty when you've been betrayed. A lot. That's what makes you a loyal. It should make you an even more loyal person because you don't ever want to cause nobody that pain. If you've been lied to, it should make you always want to tell the truth, even if it's going to hurt them because you don't want nobody to feel deceived. See, a lot of people go the other way and they start being the other that other. No, that's to teach you how to not do it. You hear me? That's why hurt people try to love everybody. People that didn't receive love, they try to love everybody. They try to make everybody happy. If they grew up a sad person, they try to give what they didn't get. That is why bad things happen, to make you a better person, not to make you more bitter, more evil, a better liar. No, if you know the pain you feel, God is saying, okay, do you understand? Don't make nobody else feel like that. So if you keep getting hurt, it's because if you get the chance like that, you will do it too. Because it didn't make you a better person. You got bitter. So then you're going to keep on getting hurt until you understand, no. If you're a dishonest person, don't trip when your boss lies to you. You lie to your kids, your boss gonna lie to you. You are the person over them, and then the person over you gonna lie to you. But you said you were gonna give me the day off. I don't remember that. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm mistaken. No, you can't have it. Ain't that what you do to your kids, mommy? But you said you was gonna take me. I don't remember that. I don't know. I changed my mind. So when it happens to you next week at your job, don't come on beating on them kids because you did it to them. And God will let you see how you treat people, even your kids, because the only way to understand it is to experience it, and then you know not to do it. And that's what every person you come in contact with. If your word is not your bond, you ain't got nothing. In order to break a seed open, it has to be immersed in water so that it can soften, so the good stuff that's in there that is going to help you live can come out. So if you feel like you drowning, it's okay. You being submerged under the water to soften that, excuse my language, hard ass shell you got. So the good stuff that's really in you, we could get it out of there. But you can have a seed, it ain't gonna do nothing if that shell ain't softened so that them roots can come out so that it can grow something. And you gotta be in the dark. You gotta be in the dark. LaBrea, go back and watch the class, baby. I explained it. It was last night. You can get that answer for yourself, mama. I'm on to something else. Sorry. You good. But do you hear me? You can't grow nothing out in the sun. It ain't gonna do nothing. Everybody always wanna be in the limelight. It's okay to be in the dark. You grow a lot of stuff. Everything, most stuff grow in the dark. The roots and the things that are gonna keep that thing living and producing are in the dark, and they have to be sometimes submerged in water. It's okay. It's okay to be in a cocoon. Because if you go ahead and go in that cocoon and do a metamorphosis in that cocoon, you're going to fly high over the stuff that has always tripped you up. I teach a class. I taught one on here. I don't know what it's called. About the worm turned into a butterfly. If you really sit down and break down that metamorphosis, it's so much that happens. First of all, the worm has to make it through the grass and not get eaten by the birds that's on the ground or the other animals that's on the ground. Then when it get to the tree, I mean, if the worm is only this big, you realize how long it takes to get to a branch that's on the way up. There's squirrels, there's lizards, there's birds to get all the way up this tree. So not only did you have to go through the land animals, now you're going up and you got to deal with the stuff that might be on the trunk that could eat you. Then once you get to the branch, it could be a baby bird nest up there, it could be a mommy bird. So you got to have enough time while the birds is away to spin a good enough cocoon so they can't peck you out of it. And can't nobody see what's going on in that cocoon. That don't mean ain't nothing happening in there in the dark. But once you come out that cocoon, you don't have to deal with the animals on the tree trunk no more. Thank you, Jesus. I feel the Holy Ghost all up and down my legs. You don't have to deal with the land animals now in the grass. But you do have a whole new set of people because now you're in the air with the folks that's on your level that can get in the air with you too. So it's a whole different giant when you get up there. But if you make it to the metamorphosis, you can't never go back to being a worm. But you gotta go through the dangerous things in order. You gonna do it. It ain't easy. But can't nobody make me go back to the person I used to be. Can't nobody take my faith. Can't nobody take the information that my daddy gave me. Because I'm telling y'all, when I tell y'all I was not fighting against the little church people, it's always been pastors that have come after. The first time a pastor put me out of church, I was 10, it was my grandmother. Because I stood up in her church, and I don't even know why I did this. Now I understand. The Holy Ghost came on me, and I said, the Spirit of the Lord is no longer here. And I got marched out of the church in 1989 or 1990 and told that I cannot come back until I apologized in front of everybody. And at that moment, I thought God had gave up on me. Then the next year, my mother put me out in the cold, in the snow with nothing. These is all church people. Sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, speaking in tongues according to Acts 2 and 38, folks. But I did see the love of God in nobody because I was a child. And how you think throwing your baby to the wolves is going to. But this is where I learned God's protection and provision because I couldn't work. I didn't have no cell phone back then. You didn't have no doctors and lawyers had cell phones and judges and stuff like that. Regular people didn't have cell phones in 1991 unless you was doing something. My mama worked 3 jobs and didn't have no cell phone. So that where's not no go live and people can see where I am. Do you understand? This is where I learned the provision and the protection of God in the streets of the world for real. And he would tell me, stop walking and go stand. Stop walking and stand behind that tree and stay there. And it would be a car circle. Oh, thank you, Jesus. God has protected me in so many situations where I didn't have no money, I didn't have nothing. So can't nobody take this away from me because it ain't something I learned in church. I learned
to listen to that still small voice. It has never let me wrong. When the church people turned on me, when the people that were supposed to be helping me, when they turned on me, I saw God for myself. In the strip club, in the trap house, it didn't matter. I saw God for myself. And it wasn't that religion they be trying to sell you. I promise you, it ain't. It's not that. That is not it. God is protecting me, y'all. Y'all don't know. Mm. From my own parents. When they sought to take. Ooh. I couldn't be scared of the people in the world when I done almost died at my mama hands more time before I'm 11. Man, I'm gonna just deal with this world, nigga. I'm 10 toes down. I've been fighting for my life since I got here. What you mean, waking up? And she's standing over my bed talking about I could have killed you in your sleep. I'm 7. And I had to go to school and make straight A's and act like nothing was wrong. And when I went home, I was like, well, my life. Literally. I started sleeping with a knife under my bed at like 10 because I didn't want to die. I wanted to live. I'm telling you. And we had everything. I went to violin practice. I was in gymnastics. I went to the best schools. I wore the best clothes. But I was still fighting. I didn't care. I started giving that shit away. You can have this $200 dress. Just can I come spend the night at your house? I don't want to be scared when I go to sleep. You can have all this shit. I don't care. Ooh, wait. Give me a minute. So I don't care about money. I don't care about all of that. I don't care about none of that. I saw it. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes talk about that stuff. It ain't that I forgiven my mother, but it don't take, I ain't gonna say it don't take the pain away. But that just be some traumatic stuff sometimes. People don't know your life and they want to talk crazy to you. You don't know what I lived through. You see me right now, I'm 43. I had 41, 42, 43 years before I ever knew you. You don't know me. And I don't got to fake for nobody because when my walk with God ain't fake, it's not religion, it's real. This ain't fake religion for me. That's why I go so hard because you can't tell me what I know. You can't tell me what I lived through. You can't tell me what I seen. There was a man that did some horrible things to me. He lost the 3 closest family members to him. And then his son, that the girl was pregnant with when all this stuff was going on to me, that baby lived 2 years. When they took him to the hospital for his 2-year checkup, his 24-month checkup. His whole body was full of tumors, and he died within a week. He lost his brother, his sister, and his best friend, and his son in a matter of like 6 months. Because I was a child. I have seen some things in my life that y'all wouldn't believe, and I don't care because I lived it. And now, from what I hear, he's real bad on that boy. Bad. You cannot care about the pain you inflict, especially on a person that ain't doing nothing to you, and think your life is gonna be good. It don't matter if it don't hit right now, baby. Gotta hit your kids. Because it might not affect you, but to see your children in pain, oh, that tap dance on the heart a little different. That's like all these brothers out here that was slanging this and that, and then now they kids is on what the blue pill thing and all of that stuff. They remember because you didn't care about the people that you hurt. It ain't your family, it ain't your mom, it ain't your daddy that strung out, and that's what the people that serving your kids is saying. Ain't my daughter, ain't my son. I'm about to get my money. I could have been a madam if I wanted to. Chicks followed me and did whatever I did. They'll change their hair, change the way they dress, everything if I wanted to. But I had 3 beautiful daughters. People say, man, you could do this. Man, see how these chicks be. I said, first of all, why would I do something that I don't want nobody doing to my babies? Because whatever you sow, you reap. And it don't have to be you. It could be your children. So you need to be very careful of the seeds that you sowing because they take a while to grow and it might come up in your second or third generation. There's a lot of grandparents that know why stuff is going on with their grandkids and they shy away from them because then they would have to tell the truth about who they used to be. It's a lot of parents that shy away from stuff and be like, I don't know where this came from. Lies. They trying to hide who they used to be. The one thing that I didn't do with my kids is sugarcoat. I told them everything because I understand the devil is going to try to hit them with the same stuff he hit me with. And when I hide who I was and what I went through, I don't prepare them for the darts that are coming. This is how you start generational curses. Because you won't tell the truth. So the kid is wondering why this stuff is happening to them and you won't tell the truth. You won't tell the truth about who their grandma was and who their granddaddy was. You won't tell the truth. I told y'all it's a lot of parents that are disowning their children that are in same-sex marriages or same-sex relationships, but they won't tell that they had that secret thing. So they push it away because they feel like if they okay it, if they whatever, then somebody gonna find out about what they used to do. That's why they don't want to be associated with it. Whether it was SA as a child, it shows up in your children. Whatever you don't want to deal with shows up in your children. You're going to deal with it one way or another. So it's best because, yes, through your kid, it's multiplied. It's a double portion of it. You better deal with it now so that it don't hit your grandkids and great grandkids. Be honest with your children. And people can't understand why my children. Oh, here we go with the damn tomatoes. You know what, Queen? Is your box there yet? I need you to be happy. I need to see if your box been goddamn delivered. You gonna quit beating on me and stuff. I can't do nothing. Let me put my shield up because I see what's going on around here. Got to go to war. Now, could y'all imagine me telling this stuff to people face to face? Do y'all see why CERCA have to fight? Y'all be on the internet throwing houses, toilets, potatoes, whole plates of bacon and eggs in my face. So think about that. God has, as a child, as a young person, I had to say these things to people in their face. So if you like, oh, she won't say it. Oh, I did. And that's why my nose been broke. And I done had to jump out of cars and Dukes of Hazard in some cars and sleep in front of my door with a gauge. I done had to do all of it. But if you read the Bible, you'll realize the prophets, somebody was always trying to find them to cut their head off or kill them because they feel like if they quit speaking, this is why people, whenever I get into it, the first thing they do is grab my throat. Because they don't like what I got to say. My mama choked me. Dudes I was with choked me. And I fight like hell too. I done had to fight giants for real. Niggas 6'4", 240 pounds, baby, and I'm giving them the business. You hear me? Couldn't understand why God used to let my brothers beat up on me, but I understand now because they short and stocky. My brother right now at 50 some years old, his arm is this wide. His bicep is this wide right now. Cut up. And he 50 something. I had two older brothers and a younger brother, and I fought like hell with every last one of them. Now I understand because I was going to have to be fighting for the stuff that was coming. Yeah, I'm telling y'all the truth. 10 toes down. And they ain't hitting me like no girl. They hitting me like a nigga. You heard me? When we was, because I was 7, 8, 9, 10. They 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, whatever, 19. I was ready, and I ain't whooping everybody, but I'm going to fight like her. You ain't about to say you just beat me down. That ain't going to happen. My ex-boyfriend used to call me little Billy Blanks. That's exactly what he used to call me, little Billy Blanks. No joke. And if y'all know who Billy is, just keep that in your mind. I'm for real. He said them little fists got some power to them, don't they? They fit right in your socket. They'll fit right in your socket. David and Goliath. You only need this much dynamite to blow down a whole block. Y'all better remember that. You don't need a lot. Size don't mean nothing if you agile and swift. What do size mean? You can be big and slow. You gotta catch me first. Back up out of your butt. You gotta catch me first. What you said? What you did? I was in gymnastics too. Nigga be a split down like that. Look here, I'm getting up out of this, and I wrestle with my brothers. Follow me up so I can get up out of this. I'm about to listen. I'm gonna give you hell. You hear me? I'm fighting for my life. Trying to tell y'all. What you mean? And it's always the biggest person trying to fight me. What is wrong with you? I'm little. I ain't number 5'3". Listen, was that for real? I'm grateful though. Run up, get done up. I'm telling you. And I don't go picking with people. I don't go picking. I have not ever went to a fight. Fights have always come to me. And so then, I don't bother nobody. I will walk away. You can call me out my name. I don't care about none of that. I done had chicks waste drinks on my clothes. Try to mess a girl. I'm still stunting. I don't care about that. Ain't worth me having no mug shot. I got kids. I like sleeping in my own bed and taking a shower in my own shower. And I'm going to make the right decisions. Because you mad for whatever reason. I ain't about to ruin my whatever for your stupidness. Girl, bye. I'm going home. And I'm going to say this, and a lot of people might not like it. A lot of people put their pride, their ego, their reputation, and their friends above their children.
These grown folks, your babies need you. These niggas don't, and they not gonna take care of your kids when you come. They not. I don't care what they lie to you and say on your dying deathbed. That'll be about a good 6 months. And after your funeral, they're gonna be dropping them off at your grandma's house, not even going to see them. Or if you in jail, they not gonna be trying to see if nobody over there touching on your kids or nothing. So why are you putting all of that? Girl, pull up with me. I'm about to go pull up on this shit. You be doing it by yourself because if something happened to me, you ain't about to take care of my kids because you ain't even thinking about your own kids. That you could go to jail and be locked up. Who gonna take care of your kids? Pulling up for what? Because this nigga is banging another chick? Girl, go get you another nigga. You will be taken away from your kids for a penis that you ain't even gonna have when you in jail. Girl, you stupid. Boy, you stupid. I wish I would. I wish I would. I wish I would. I ain't even gonna have it. Think this through, honey. If you fall into another pool, that pogo stick wasn't mine. Period. I'm not losing no sleep over that. It wasn't mine. You might have been just putting your little test stick that little thing to test to see what's going on over here. See what the pH is like. That's what you was doing. You was testing the pH. Oh, okay, your dipstick didn't work. If this ain't the one you looking for, oh, okay. Well, you might want to go over there and see what her pH is because you ain't about to keep messing mine up. You don't need to test out my pH. Because if you test mine and test hers, mine going to be off. Move around. Don't be putting your test strip over here. Am I lying? BB. I don't care if I'm married to you. If you put your test strip anywhere else, you will not be testing this water ever again. And I just got divorced. Well, I'll be divorced in May 3 years. Put your test strip wherever you want to. You won't test these waters ever again. And that is the truth. And I did not. You put my life in danger. You put my life in danger for 15 minutes, 30 minutes. And then if you sneak it, now listen what a lot of people don't look at. If you sneaking, you put my life in danger because if she know who I am, or he now, if this other person knows who I am and I don't know who they are, and they are so envious that they want me out of the way, you set me and your children up to be hurt because we are blindsided by this person walking up to us. If this person walks up to my door and you cheating with them and I don't know, you can't care about me because they know about me, which means they could be following me around and I would be none the wiser. They can know where our kids go to school, but because you trying to lie and hide, you put me and our family at risk. You don't care about me. And this is how I thought at 1920. I did not care. No, nigga, because this shit, because I didn't seen it happen. Chick run up on you. Matter of fact, it happened to me with my baby daddy. Chick walking up on us. We leaving the hotel. Come to find out his baby mama is having, she was in AA and some Alcoholics Anonymous. I'm wondering who this chick is. There's some people on the side of us. I'm 16. People on the side of us. I'm thinking she talking to them. She walked right up to us talking about who and what and where. And I just had an appointment this morning and all this. Oh, did he tell you I was 7 weeks pregnant? I didn't know who she was. We had been together every day for 4 months straight, 24 hours a day. When he talked to you? Grown.
That's why I don't play, because I could have been dead at that moment, because she reckless. I could have been shot dead at that moment, stabbed. I didn't have nothing on me. And I was pregnant. Trying to tell y'all, I don't play that creepy stuff. You not playing with my life, nigga. Y'all be playing with y'all kids' lives. Y'all play with y'all own. Y'all play. I don't play with my life or my kids' lives. Ain't no intimacy worth me not being alive because you don't have enough sense to not deal with a crazy person, or just be honest with me. That person know who you is. They watching your Instagram. They watching you take your kids to school. Do you realize? And you don't know them to not accept them. You just think they're a random person that wants to follow you, and you don't even know the person that is so envious because you are the only reason they can't have what they want. They watching you every move. And y'all put everything on TV. Where you going? I mean, on your thing. Where you going to eat? How many times you go there? On your way. I'm on my way too. If y'all know this, y'all be asking me questions. I'm not telling you. I don't know you. I'm not telling you where I'm going. You are not. You don't need to know when I'm going and when I get back. That ain't none of your business. If I do go out of town, y'all know most times y'all know when I get back. I just fall off the planet for a minute. This internet got y'all wanting to show everybody y'all life so much, you show too damn much. I've been stalked several times, so it's certain stuff I don't play with because I don't know who in here. That's why when people come here, where you at? Why? Who is you? Where is your mama at? You might be one of the ops. You can put any name here in any picture. You could be one of my exes that I don't mess with, or ex homegirl that I don't mess with, and you done got on somebody else's page trying to figure out where I am because you trying to find me so you can come and try to bump into me. No. Y'all be putting too much of y'all stuff out here. I would be scared. But I've been stalked before. I done came home and the nigga was in my house, telling me where they didn't watch me go, where I go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Matter of fact, nigga had a tracking device on my car way before this Apple tag crap. 2006. The person can tell you because I didn't know he had a spy store down in Atlanta. When I left Indy and was driving to Arizona, he called me at the moment I crossed the Albuquerque border and said, "You just made it into Albuquerque." My auntie was in the army. She was in the car with me. He said he got a tracking device on this car somewhere. She said, because there's no way we didn't stop. We did this, we did that. There's no way he could know. Because we had stopped for an extra 30 or 45 minutes to do something else, which threw our time off. He knew exactly when I crossed the Albuquerque state line. Back then, they used real trackers and did. And he told me, he called me as soon as I got into Arizona and was like, "You made it, all right." I stopped in another state because I got family there for a whole day. So how you know that? We was a day off our schedule. This was in 2005, 2006. Way before Apple tags, honey. Shoot. Look at that. Cameras in my vents and everything. It's crazy. Can tell me my conversations. He in Georgia, but he telling me what I done said and everything. I used to be like, oh my God. Going in the bathroom, turning the shower on. It was crazy. I done lived through some things. I'm trying to tell you. Real stuff. Not that old, he crazy girl. No, this nigga really crazy. Told me he gonna put me in a river with cinder blocks on my ankles. What? I'm only 24. I'm just getting here. And I have 4 kids at this time. Girl, that part paying the maintenance man to give him a key to my house. And was putting my phone in a refrigerator to make me think I was crazy, moving my furniture around. I'm telling you, I already know. Papa Lock used to have to come change my keys because I would wake up and my car would be gone. This is supposed to be on. I didn't know he had a master key to all Chevys. So he could get in my car and take it whenever he wanted to because he had a master key. Do what I say. I'm trying to tell you. So all this folks be rapping about, please, okay. I can tell when you're telling the truth. Because I didn't live it. I know the fear. I was not paranoid at all, as a matter of fact. Because I knew God was protecting me. I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why I say I just journal about it. I don't be caring if nobody believes. My homegirls know what was up. They was there going through the crazy. They're like, girl, this is like a movie. I said, ain't it? That stuff used to be crazy. It's a real thing. Listen. Hey, Auntie. Yeah. That's how I made it. Y'all know how many people I saw die in the streets from 1991 to 1996? I didn't go to funerals. I just never been a big death person. I just want to remember you alive a lot. My best friend was stabbed to death at 14, a girl. Homeboys leave me, and within 10 minutes, they're passed away. I done seen some stuff, y'all. Telling you. My life is a real movie. It really is. Yours is too, though. And it's going to be TiVoed back. Listen. Hmm. And I don't tell y'all none of this for sob stories. I be trying to tell y'all that you don't got to be bitter. You could be better. You hear me? You don't have to be bitter and nasty and mean. You can go through all of that and still be an amazing, sweet, kind person. It's what you choose. And I don't choose to live in tension and turmoil and fear and chaos because I had to live in it for so long. So why would you continue if you didn't like it when you had to go through it? Why would you make it your life every day? I don't live in the pain or where. I mean, if I have to talk about it because it's I'm human, yeah, that'd be some jacked up stuff. I just try not to think about it. But I'm not about to be living in 1972. I can't go back and change none of that stuff. But what I can do is tell my testimony so that people can feel like one, they're not the only person that went through nothing. Two, show them God's glory in my life, which is I'm sane. My body is healthy other than my lupus. I have children. The doctors told my mom when I was like 13 that I'd never have kids. I got 4, and if I wouldn't have got my tubes tied, I'd probably have 20. So I've seen God in so many different areas of my life that I can't go back to just fake church. It's not enough for me. It is not enough for me to just be able to go to church on Wednesday and Sunday, say hallelujah, sing a couple songs, and go home. Like,
God is my life. He literally is. As y'all can see, I can't talk about nothing without bringing it back to him because he's my everything for real. For real. I don't want that fake stuff no more. I don't want that I'm more saved than you. No, I want real experiences, real miracles, because I've seen it. And so then, yes, once you get to a point where you've seen that, you can't go back to that. You cannot go back to that. Yes, ma'am, Miss Queen. You cannot go back to that. I don't even want to. Y'all want to go back to just reading the KJV after everything you learned over here? You mean to tell me that you can just go back to reading a regular 66 and be okay with that? You can't. Because once God opened up, do you remember the first time that I spoke to you? I was kids. I was a kid. I was young. I used to go in my room and pray, and I've been journaling a long time. I was a kid. I had to been about 4 or 5 probably. I was a kid. It was like kindergarten. Yeah, I was young, real young. Yeah, I got baptized in Jesus' name when I was 5. The first time I ever got baptized and wanted the Holy Ghost, I was 5 years old. I remember walking down the stairs in our old church. That's when they didn't have the pools they have now. We had the silver. This was '85. They had the silver tub down there and they didn't even heat the water up. It was cold, and they were singing "Wade in the Water, Children." God's gonna trouble the water. That's what they was thinking. It felt so cultish now, but yeah, I was 5. Tarrying for the Holy Ghost on the altar at 5 years old, waiting for God to come see me. 5 years old. Ooh, all the water, the hair is standing up on my body. I remember that. I told y'all that I went to school at kindergarten telling people I would see visions. I didn't know that's what they was. But I would kind of call it like a daydream because I couldn't really explain to people. And I would see a kid falling off the monkey bars and breaking their arm. So I would go over to them and say, "You probably should get down. You're going to hurt yourself. You don't want to break your arm. Get away from me." Boom, crash. Ah! Their arm is broke. And I used to just cry. My mom would say, "You always crying," because I could see the sadness in people's faces. I didn't know I was an empath. See, it's a lot of stuff I didn't learn until later on in life, but it made my life make sense now. So my mom used to be like, "You always crying. Shut up." If you have a sensitive baby, they have the heart of God most times. Be careful calling them crybabies because they can feel the world around them and they don't know how to express it. No, that's Catholic stuff. We don't do that in the Apostolic Church. You can't baptize nobody. Baptism is a decision. How you baptizing some? You can't baptize nobody, and a newborn can't decide if they want to be baptized or not. Where do it show that they christen babies in the Bible? It don't even talk about no baptism of children in the Bible that I saw. All the baptisms was of the grown folks, wasn't it? That's when your heart meet God. When you understand that you want to give God your heart. A newborn can't decide that. Give them journals, mama, and let them talk about their feelings. It's your choice to get baptized, though. You cannot they have to understand what sin is to understand why it needs to be washed away. And this is why I say that be the form of religion stuff. The Bible talks about you getting a baptism when you understand what God is saying to you about your soul. When your heart meet God is when that's supposed to happen. This baby don't even know a giraffe from you. And you held accountable for what you do after you're baptized and before, like you know. So are you making your baby life hard? You can dedicate your child to God without putting them in you shouldn't even be doing that. Miss Lisa, you can look it up, Pumpkin. These are questions y'all can answer yourself. You can go to Google and it's gonna answer that for you. I'm only answering questions you don't think you can answer for yourself. And that one, you can go to Google and it's gonna give you the answer. Love you. Seeking you shall find. That's one thing. I do not spoon feed people stuff here. If you got a question before you ask me, you gotta ask Google. Then if you can't find it there, come over here. Love y'all. But I want y'all to be able to fish. Pastors want you, and I hate to say it, but it's the truth. Pastors want you to have to come to them for the information. I don't. I want you to be able to find it and come tell me what you found. That's the kind of teacher I am. I want to know because if someone else comes and asks you a question, you can't keep saying we're born into sin if Jesus died. Baby, I didn't say that. The word says that every single person born out of Adam and Eve is born in sin and shaped in iniquity. And this is why I say y'all don't even be believing the Bible that y'all read, because where did I get that from? The reason. I'm like, what? Oh, okay, Pumpkin. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Girl, they don't even believe. I'm sorry, Pumpkin. I'm like, wait, what? But it's so true that these people don't believe. Girl, this and that. Wait a minute, hold on. Because I'm like, wait a minute. But ain't that crazy? People don't believe the Bible they read. They just make up their own religious rules and be crazy. And then if you break the word down to them, they'll tell you that ain't what it say. Oh, well, you would be the people that have that surface thing. Then I see what's going on over here. These are the people that have a form of religion but deny the power thereof. And it's spooky. It is a very spooky thing. This is why they never get to see this other stuff. We read it the other day when God said, to you I've shown the mysteries of heaven, but to them I get in parables. And do be, Queen, you already know. This is why y'all getting it. Y'all do realize that's why y'all over here, right? Anybody that's over here, God wants to give you the secrets of heaven, like the way that it's supposed to be. Not the secrets that the angels gave. But it's people that read that King James Version. Okay? And they don't even believe that the angels are the reason that the earth had to be destroyed the first time. They don't even read what is in that. They don't even believe. They don't even question, why is the daughters in Adam and Eve not mentioned here? Because if you ask that on Google, it'll take you to the book of the Jubilees. It's going to mention, you might have to scroll a little bit, little Genesis or daughters of Adam and Eve. If you just think, oh, why ain't the daughter? Where is the daughters at? We didn't hear Genesis preached a gazillion times. We didn't read it a gazillion times. And never, ever, ever thought about, well, damn, where's the daughters? When did Eve die? It don't say nothing about when Eve died. If we go by what the King James say, she's still alive. Because where do it say Eve died in Genesis? She's still alive
if we go by King James, she never died. And the daughters, even though we say they was there, we never know when they died either. We don't know their names. Who do I think Cain took for a wife? I can tell you. I can show you who he took for a wife. How we do that? You want me to show you who he took for a wife? I can show you better than I can tell you. Don't you hate when your mama tell you that? Well, guess what? Auntie telling you too. Right here. In the book of the Jubilees, the descendants of Adam, Cain took his sister Awan as a wife, and she bore for him Enoch at the end of the fourth Jubilee. A Jubilee is the fourth 50 years. So at 200 years, she took his wife, Awan, his sister, and made her his wife. Boom. And then what happened? And Cain built the city. And Adam went back into his wife and bore 9 more children. He had 63 total. And then boom, here we go. And in the 5th week of the 5th Jubilee, so when it was 250 years after Adam and Eve had came out of the garden, Seth took Azura, his sister, as a wife. And in the 4th year of that week, she bore him Enos. You see it? And then in the 8th Jubilee, Canaan took for himself a wife, Mu'alas, however you say that name, Mu'alas, his sister. Boom, that's how. Dwayne, why are you in here? Do y'all not be having nothing else better to do? I'm literally pulling out facts. And if you go and look up canon, Ethiopians have the oldest canon in the world, the oldest recognized canon. And their Bible used to have the book of Enoch in it. Take that for a fairy tale. And if you even know what a fairy was, then you wouldn't even let that fall out your mouth, because a fairy is a fury, it's a spirit. So the fury stories, the demon stories, do you even know what a fairy is? How's that for fairy tale? Folks just be saying stuff. How's this for fairy tales? This book was written by white folks, not colored. This was written by white folks. And let's see if it's fairy tales. Because if I open this here book up right here, oh, here's Homer. Now, why would he be in a bloodline and the lines of the people book if he was a fairy tale? I don't know. There's the Egyptian god and the Cyclops that we just talked about. Didn't we just see that? Now, didn't I tell you that them things mean a bloodline? That little, see this right here? Y'all remember this when we just read this in that other book? What fairy tale? And it's literally in the bloodlines, weirdo. But let's even go further than that. Fairy tales, let's see. Boom. Whenever you're reading about Chaldeans and Babylonians, right? Or instead of the Chaldeic, right here, the Greek names of the who? Kings of Babylon and Assyria are here and given as they are most commonly found and used. So anytime that you're reading about the Greek mythology, you're actually reading about the kings of Babylon from the Bible and Assyria. But when you see Juno, Jupiter, Neptune, and Vulcan, boo-boo, you're really reading about the Chaldeans, the Assyrians, bro. What fairy tale, bro? And this lines up with Enoch because he said that in the 7th generation from Adam, in the days of Jared, the angels came down and banged the cows, the dogs, the fish, the birds, and started miscegenation. It also says that in the book of Joshua that took out your Bible. What fairy tales? But because you don't know, you just let silly stuff fall out your mouth. I understand. Do your research before you speak. You might want to do that. If you just read the Kings, Chronicles, and all of that, you will see these people. That's how I found it. I keep telling y'all, Kings is a very, very important book of the Bible because the angels' children were the kings, they were the rulers. How do I know? Because in all mythology, it shows me that the rulers of the human people had some weirdo stuff going on with them. Like they was blue. They was bird people. They was giants. They had wings and abilities that average humans didn't have. You go by the Avatar movie, won't you? Gotta get you to read the Bible however you gonna read it. And if he gotta make you think it's a fairy tale for you to read it, well, hell, ain't nobody gonna have an excuse of why they didn't believe. But because you don't study, you just say silly stuff. Fall out your mouth. I get it. I don't understand. I have to pull these out every day. This is so crazy. Sometimes I get tired of doing it. Sometimes. Oh, man. How many more times, Lord Jesus? How many more times, God? Especially because y'all don't never come over here and help me clean up. That's the main reason why I don't even want to do it. Because y'all leave it to Beaver to clean up the mess. It's one more. Where are you? We're just going to do these. That's enough. I'm just going to do these. I'm just going to do these. So the Bible tells us that Nimrod started these cities. Iraq, Akkad, Eridu, Nimrud, and Nineveh. Now, the Bible also tells us that there was giants that lived in Nineveh in different places. And this is where Joshua and them was going into this region, and they said they see us as grasshoppers, and we see them as such. In your Bible right now, these is where the fallen angels' children lived. And you know what they were and who they were? These guys. The builders of these. The great empires that have all the monolithic structures and whatnot. Yeah. Empires and nations. They're the leaders of those guys, right? So we're going to do that. And then we're going to look at this. In the beginning, like in the 7th generation from Adam, as to why we have Seckle syndrome, aka bird syndrome. And if you see his lovely, lovely skin, it's river black. I wonder if that's a coincidence. No, because the original Greeks, like I just said, were really the Assyrians and Babylonians. So if I pull out Homer, and then I go back over here and get this big, oh, don't you do that. You stay up here, don't move. Go back over here, and he said fairy tale, so let's see. Homer of Smyrna in Asia Minor. What's next to a Greek warriors? He was living around the time that Jesus was crucified. Oh, not too long after. Or before. Wait a minute. No, that was wrong. Hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, no, he went out then. But y'all want to see something? I'm gonna show you something else too. Where is it? Oh, right there. What do it say right here? See that? Now, wait a minute. So if Homer was talking to us about these guys, and we can see that the bloodline of these guys, now even if you look at Percy Jackson, he looks like a Assyrian of Babylon. His teacher that was in the wheelchair, he had the horse legs. Don't he look like an Assyrian or Babylonian soldier? Percy Jackson, when he went over into the demigod camp, he had on all of the stuff that Gilgamesh now wore. And in this book, it tells me that those guys started right there. Oh, okay, never mind. You're right. Boom. So, if Homer is listed in there, the Iliad. So in the Iliad, it tells me that there was dog warriors in Greece, and their skin is the same color as the people that was over there, the bird people that was over in Egypt. Because this was before the flood too. That's how you wore. What else was over there? That looked like some flood stuff could have happened there, don't it? Right here. Because their bodies is underground, under the dirt, under the sand. Right? Those show is some big old feet right there, ain't they? These are massive buildings. I wonder who built them. Wonder why she's only up to his knees and she's standing on his feet. Could she be one of the mothers of the fallen angel's children? And her son was 450 feet tall, and he got a ruler skirt on, don't he? Enoch says that when the angels went into the women, they created men that were 450 feet tall, the Nephilim. And this is a normal sized woman, and she's standing on top of his feet, and she only go to his knees. The flood did destroy most of them. And then the scripture says that when they went over the spies, that the people saw them as grasshoppers and they saw them as such. This book is a vivid depiction of that. Would you like to see? These is regular sized people right here, and this man right here he's on a horse. See? These are regular sized people. Those are regular sized people, like our size people. And then if I back up, do you see this is three different sizes of people? So you got these people, and those people. See it? And you see, these people climbed up here and they ain't even as big as his head. So the rulers and kings, like I told you in the Bible, the only reason I know to look for this, okay? The only reason I know to look for the people looking like grasshoppers to them is because the Bible told me to. So when Joshua and the spies went and they came back and they said, we look like grasshoppers to them and they see us as such, this was the depiction of that. Thank you. I believe the Bible because I see it when I read it. That's how I got to all of these other books, because as I started to study the migration of the people when they was taken in, and this is why you can't just study the Bible and study it from one side, because the Persians are going to have a record of their war. The Japanese are going to have the record of it. So then when I go and I read their side of it, back then everybody had a scribe. The same way the news tells us what's going on in the war in Israel and all of that right now, and it's a record of it, that ain't new. So if you want to know and confirm if it's real, all you got to do is go to the other person that our side said they was fighting with and look in their notes, and it's right there. Confirmed. That's the easiest way to fact check. If they said they had a war against them, then I should be able to go over there and see it, and it's there. If they said they were taken into, because you got to remember, people don't call the people, just because they was called the Israelites by us, by other countries and different people, they wasn't called that. They had a name for them. So then you have to go and look and see what name they called them by. And that's why people be mad that I didn't been able to put the pieces together, because I didn't just go reading from the Christian view. I went over and I have Buddhism, Hindu, Mohammedanism, Confucianism, all of that is here. And when you go read Buddhism, you see it ain't nothing but Proverbs and Psalms. Because I read them side by, I said, this is Proverbs and Psalms. So you're not fooled. But the devil dividing it up, and it's all the same. Because in Hinduism, Brahma is Abraham. No matter how they depict him, Brahma is Abraham, Gagar is Hagar or Keturah, and Saraswati is Sarah. And you would understand that if you understand that Abraham had many sons and the Indian people are his children. Because if you see where he went and where him and Keturah started making babies at, and you look at the migration, because it tell you where they at, it's India. You hear me? But you got to do the research for yourself to know. So I'm about to go. I'm about to go eat. And I got some more running around to do today. And then I'm getting in my bed when I come back. Father Abraham had many sons. Then God lied to him. Where do you think all these other people came from? Adam and Eve had 63 children. 62 lived, of course, to multiply. One of them didn't, Abel. Okay, what time tomorrow? Oh no, I'll be back on here later on today. That ain't how our classes run. We don't, there's no schedule.
I told you we are outside of the lines. We outside. This ain't like church. This is school, and you kind of come whenever you feel like it. Okay, if you new here, we got over 700 videos on YouTube, so please go there. CERCA TROVA 22. Okay, CERCA TROVA 22 under the live tab. If you like this class and you want more, right now it's available to you. Over 700 classes, and they all like this. We go through and we talk and we. So if you want more school right now while I'm gone, you can go right on over to YouTube. We got, but you got to go under the live tab because they're not under, and it's 768 of them over there. That's also another way if they block us on here, like instantly, everybody just goes to YouTube. And we got, please go. I don't like saying this. We have a backup TikTok. I don't like telling people to follow me because I don't want you to follow me. I want you to follow God. But in this instance, can you go to Tat Not Place? Because we just got where we can go live over there. Y'all made that possible. TATNAIPLACE. Tat Not Place is our other backup TikTok. So if they do some stuff over here, we'll just hop right over there. I am really doing it, but we'll do that if they get crazy. So I suggest you go over there because we'll be going right over there. And we have IG. It's Trova Circa 22. So we go live there too sometimes. So it's a couple places you can find us if they hit this. Thank you, Kayla. So Tat Not Place is our other TikTok, which we'll be using as a backup if they do the funny stuff and cut our live. And then we have IG. Sometimes we'll go over there. That's Trova Circa 22. And then we also have YouTube, which is Circa Trova 22. Okay. I love y'all. I'm about to go eat and run around real quick and take my bath and stuff, and then I'll get back on here later. Thank you so much, Jay. For real, I love what I do too. It's the best job I've ever had. Way before this, though. I've been saying that prior to TikTok because I've been doing this very thing for a lot of years. So I actually do love my job. Watching people learn to read and understand the Bible and then their relationship, there's nothing more rewarding than that. Because I know your life is going to get better. And things that plagued you and things that bothered you are not going to bother you. And once you get the word, you can't help but feed it to the people around you. So then you're already changing the generations that come after you. You're teaching them to study, you're teaching them to understand, and you're teaching them to apply God's word to their life, which means those generational curses are going to start to fall off because they understand. The only reason the generational curses get to stay is because don't nobody understand how to get rid of them. We busting that down right now. They don't get to have the next generations. They didn't have enough time. Most of my books are on Amazon, not all of them. So please go get to those other social medias. I don't normally say that because you do if you want to. But if you want to be able to catch us if they block us or anything, you need to know where to find us. So CERCA TROVA 22 on YouTube. Our other backup TikTok is TATNAIPLACE. So Tat Not Place. I use Folgers, baby. Folgers. Yep. I don't really like to taste the other ones because they be tasting bitter or burnt to me. Thank you. So, please, if y'all be wanting to catch our classes or if you enjoyed yourself and you new here, you can also go to our website, CERCATROVA22.com, and enroll in our online university, which is WOIU. It's free. You can come here as many times as you want to, as long as you don't talk crazy. You're good. And all it is putting your email in, and that means you're enrolled. So you can go to our website, CERCATROVA22.com, and just put your email in there, and boom, you're a student here. It's pretty simple. That's our bursar and admissions office. Even though we don't really got no money to give you, but amen. that ain't the thing. Yes. So CERCA TROVA 22, all you got, and then so when we be like WOIU, we outside International University. Let me put y'all on real quick. I'm the dean, CERCA TROVA. And CERCA TROVA means seeking you shall find. 22 is spiritual light. Seeking you shall find spiritual light is what that name means. And we outside of the church rules and all of the organizational rules and whatnot, because we really want to get wisdom and knowledge, not religion.
Come on in. I'm your dean. Nice to meet you. See, we was just we outside. Now we went we outside international because we have a lot of international students, and that's not a joke. We got students all over the world. South Africa, South America, the islands, Japan, everywhere. Folks tune in from Tunisia and all Tunisia, however you say that. We got folks from everywhere. Kenya, Switzerland, the Netherlands, everywhere. Like literally, we've sent books to Switzerland. We've sent books to yeah, it makes me excited. To get the hoodies and shirts, it's Nerd Junk Shop N3. If you go to my website, there's a link directly to it. Cause she put up a whole thing for us. If you want to get the hoodies and all of that stuff, like our God's math be mathing, and all of our stuff, like it glows in the dark. We got hats and the like. You know what I'm saying? They still climbed and whatnot. The beanies, and you can get them pretty much customized. Every like I got this, but this glows in the dark. This white glows blue, and I can't think this glows yellow or something. But you get like whatever you get out of our store. Well, not out of our store because that's actually our mod store. I don't do nothing with that. She just makes all our designs, but you can get this in leopard, whatever. You just have to get the same design, but all of this can be whatever you want: red, green, blue, yellow. You can pick all your colors. She has slow down. She has reflective stuff. She has UV. She has snake skin, lime green, all of that. She got everything. And every one of our hoodies, we have a lot over there. You can have it made into a t-shirt. So if you live in a warmer place, you can get everything made into a t-shirt. We got men's basketball shorts that glow in the dark. We got pajamas that glow in the dark. We got all of that. So yes, but this guy's mad be mapping get they it catch their attention. Thank you, Kyla. It catch their attention every time. We got a whole bunch of them. We got word hoodies. Let me show y'all. Might as well do it before I get off of here. Ooh, this ain't all of them. It's just some of them, but oh. Uh-oh, folks is joining the website. Look at that. Okay. Okay. So we got this one. This is our original. This is like our UCLA, right? As above, so below, because that's true. And the devil took this and used it as a different saying. But God said, as it is on earth, so shall it be whatever in heaven. So they stole that. So we use that. Because God said whatever is down there is going to be up here, vice versa. So we keeping God's side of that, not the devil use for this, okay? So this is like our, our alum one. And then we got another one right here. And you can get that in black and silver, white and silver. You can get it on whatever color hoodie she got. You don't have to have it in that. You just have to have the same design. We don't change this one either. Now, this you can get it like on the green hoodie and she'll reverse it with the maroon letters or whatever because this is like we outside university. This is our stuff. So we're not changing this one either. So when people know this us. Now, we is going to get an eye in there at some point in time. But this is our, and you can get this on a green hoodie, a white hoodie, whatever color. You just have to get this same design. And she does flip flop it, I think, for the green. She does this maroon and gold. Then we got stuff like this. So we have our word hoodies. I love these because whenever I go into places like multicultural places, people are always staring at my shirt because it says wisdom in all these different languages. I think this is Japanese or Chinese. I don't really know. I did it. I know this is like in an Ethiopian language. I think this is Spanish. I think this is Greek. This is Hebrew. This is Spanish. This is I don't know. Greek. I think Italian, whatever, Sophia. So all of these say wisdom. This is Afrikaans, the language Afrikaans. That's how you say wisdom in Afrikaans, the actual language Afrikaans. So these are our word hoodies, and you can get these in whatever colors you want. You just have to get this exact design there. So this could be red, this could be blue, this could be green, this could be glow in the dark. We don't care about that. It just has to be the same design. Okay, Sophia is great. Thank you. So there you go. So this all says, so when you go places, people can see their language on your shirt. Then we have this one, because we're autodidactic polymaths. We are self-taught in many subjects. So this is a UV. I got mine in UV, because you can customize it how you want it. These are mine. But it'll say autodidactic polymath, and then that means self-taught in many subjects. That's what that means, because we're teaching ourselves a lot of things here. So
No, I'm not. And please stop asking where I am. Where are you? You're a stranger. I do not have to tell you where I am. Please stop that. You got that hoodie in white? Okay. So this is understanding, and as you see, it's a whole bunch of, but it's all of these say understanding, but they're all in different languages. They all in different languages. Hold on. And you can get these in t-shirts or hoodies or whatever. She do a couple different things. Okay? It's not on Facebook. She has a whole website. You don't have to go to Facebook. She has a website. nerdjunkshop.com. No, she has her own website. nerdjunkshop.com. Yes. She has her own website. Yeah. No. Not none of that on her website. Yeah. So this says understanding, right? So we got wisdom, understanding. Ooh, this is my knowledge. Now you can get this in whatever color, but you see it flipping? Y'all see that rainbow right there? Ooh, that chameleon did. Y'all see it flopping? And when you go out, it look black, but it flip flops like that. She put, thank you, Cindy. So you can get whatever you want. She got UV, she got everything. You can pick your colors. If you got some tennis shoes or some workout pants or something you trying to match, she got all of that. Everything. This is our Nephilim, and this is a real word search. So you see it got Nephilim, CERCA TROVA, God, Cyclops, Hyperborean, Gilgamesh. There, and you can pick which words you want to highlight. So once you find the words that you want, like Zeus is right there, Titans. So because this is what we read about. So she did this. She's so cool. And it's a whole bunch of different words in here. Okay? But you can pick which words you want to be highlighted that you want people to pay. If sirens is in here, where is it? I ain't looked at it in a minute. I don't know. It's somewhere in here. Sirens is in here. Oh, there it is right there. Siren. See? So those are the words that I picked to highlight. But there, look, Og is in there. You see? It's a whole bunch of stuff in there. Yes. So it's Nerd Junk Shop N3 RD. And then for ladies, if you got, if you be running in the morning or you got to run and take the kids, but it don't be cold, but you want to cover your shoulders up, we got these cute little bad babies here in black and white. Right? And you can just, put it on, and they got like the glow in the dark WOIU on them. So we got these. They got the little hoodie on them and whatnot. Just in case you got to run in the store and you got your little tank top on or something, you just want to cover your arms, you got this. We got them in white and black, and we got little gym shorts and all of that. The cute little house shorts you wear around the house. Yes, we do. Some of our stuff, I think, goes up to like a 7X and hoodies and stuff like that. Of course, it's going to be more expensive because, whatever, the material, whatever. And then we got this. I got some other hoodies, but they in my room hanging up. So there's that. That's not all of them, but we got more. But we got shorts and all that stuff. So, and they good. I've been having, they wash, they don't fade, they don't shrink. So, and they thick. You really don't even be needing no coat on when you wear them hoodies, boy. She picked a good quality hoodie. They are not thin at all. Is it kid stuff over there too? I can't remember. I ain't been over there in a minute. Y'all, I don't be having time. That's her stuff. She be doing it. Is there a zip hoodie? I don't think we have a zip hoodie. I don't think we do. I'm trying to work on the pajamas for this year, but I ain't had time. So give me a minute. And she's been, oh yeah, we do got blankets. I forgot. We got blankets. Oh shoot. We do got blankets too. Y'all, thank you for helping remember, y'all, because I be forgetting. We do got blankets. I think these is the two first ones. I think one of these we don't carry no more. I think she just did like a black and gold and a black and silver, I think. I forgot. Thank you, y'all. I be forgetting. It's been so much we done did. Cause we get comfortable and read around here, and your toes might get cold. So we got blankets, but I think she does this one in black now. It's black with the silver or black with the gold. I think there is a white one, but it's our logo up there.
You see the Seeking You Shall Find is on there, right? We got that one. I be forgetting about the blankets, even though I lay under them all the time, and they are comfortable and soft. And then we got this one, and it's got the green on it and whatnot. So, yep. So if you want to read and get comfortable, get your little coffee and stuff, come on in. We do comfortable if you can't tell. Get out your jeans, baby. We be in our pajamas because you can't be reading and all that tight stuff. Gotta get comfortable, get down on the floor. Or you might want to go outside, have you some coffee, read you a book, take your blanket out there and put it in the car. Hell, I don't know. When you be sneaking out to go study at work. I don't know what you go do with it. Uh they fit to size. And I done seen a lot of different size people in them. They fit to size. If you worry, just go up a size, I say. But they fit to size. And I didn't gain weight, and mine still feel good. Because I was a small when we started. I probably need a large now, maybe, or the medium still fit me good. Cozy learning, and do, Miss Bear, and do. Yeah, y'all see, you can't be stressed out wearing stuff like this. You can not be irritated wearing stretchy stuff. It's when you all confined and you can't let your stomach out that you be mad. Take them stockings off and them girdles and pantyhose so y'all can be happy. Get comfortable. Let your belly out. Let your booty breathe. I'd be angry too if I couldn't breathe. Take them waist trainers and stuff off. You gotta poop real bad and you just can't do it because it ain't moving. Take that stuff off and get comfortable so you can get happy. Don't lose this stuff no more. Eating that damn lettuce. I'd be hungry too. Hell, angry is what be going on around here. All that lycra, it got you angry. Maybe it's sending some type of energy in you. Take the lycra off and see. Put some cotton on and see if your attitude changes. That damn spandex might have a demon on it. Is there a demon of spandex? Because once people start worrying if their attitude change. Put on some cotton sweats, you're just nice. Spandex might have a spirit on it. Hey. I think it's a demon of spandex. You walk different with your put your little spandex on, everything. Men put their little spandex shirt on, they all of a sudden their neck won't move when they walk. They put that spandex shirt on, they walk like that. Chicks put their spandex on, they walk like this. So we know it's something. It's something in it. Because it make you walk different. It make either your back loose or still your neck stiff. So let's figure it out. Ooh, it's a spirit on that stuff. You might want to stay clear of it. Oh, shoot. He gets stiff, she get jiggly. I don't know. I say stay away from me. Get you some cotton. Shoot, because I wouldn't do that. I would not do that if I was you. Who's you talking to? I'm going to have to read this in a minute. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. I love y'all. I'm going to go. I got to go eat. I ain't ate since yesterday at probably about this time, so I need to go eat. You said not me trying to Google spandex demon. I love you. Sarah said not me trying to Google spandex demon. It might be one. It just might be one. Feel why you walk different when you got it on. Men walk different and women when they put spandex on. Something. I was just gonna wait till we got off and Google it. You know Sarah, she already on it. She said, let me go see it. Look at y'all. Y'all, if it's a den, I'm gonna hit the floor. Queen said, I just can't take no more. I told you I see you like this, girl. You be like that every time, girl. Your chest to be on the ground, booty up in the air, just inching along. Just inching along. She said, I can't do it. You said, and wigs. I'm just done. She said, we can't have nothing. Oh, Queen. I love you, pumpkin. She said, just leave it alone. Damn. Just leave well enough alone. Woo-wee. Queen be cracking me. I promise you, Eric. So her and my daughter, same person. Same damn person. I promise you. My Virgo and this Virgo, you would not know that wasn't her TT or something. Because they, boy, listen. That's crazy. She said, I'm just going to hit the floor. And Elise said she going to hit the floor too. And I said, what am I doing with my spandex? Y'all are funny. Ooh, this hot flash coming. All right, y'all. I got to go get in the tub. Oh. Ooh, jeez. I got to go. I love y'all. I'll be back later.